Merry Christmas.
Good morning. How are we on this bright and early 9:30 for our Christmas quiz? So welcome to everybody. I can see lots of you joining us. Jaden and Jack, Willow, Caden, Willow, Rose, Violette, Ada, Teddy, Callie, Amaya, Harry, Finley, Lucas, Tiana. There's lots of people joining us. So welcome. We're going to have lots of fun today. And we are going to have our very own Twinkl Home Ed Christmas quiz. Hello to Mayo and Tiana and Stella and Hannah and William and Samantha. So you're going to need to get yourself some paper. Arthur and Tobias. Hello Nala, Rafi and Imani and Georgia. You're going to need some paper because my very first question for you, well, not a question, I suppose my first challenge for you is you need to choose a topical team name. So you could be the creative candy canes, or you could be the knowledgeable Snows, but you need to think of your own topical team name. Hi, Georgia, Teddy and Eleanor and Ava. And you can share your family team name. Get everybody involved. If you've got any older siblings that don't want to join in, or some grown-ups, and get everybody involved. It's a family quiz, and then start thinking about your topical team name. And as I said, if you're on Facebook, you can share it in the chat. And as I said, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil so that you can jot down your answers, because the one rule of our Christmas Home Ed quiz is that between the rounds we need to keep the chat, if you are on Facebook, quiet, because what we don't want is to be sharing the answers, because it's a quiz. And so if you were doing a quiz, say, don't know if they still do pub quizzes, but if you were doing a quiz and every answer you shouted it to the whole room, then that would kind of be a bit silly, particularly if there was a really cool prize. Now, I don't have a really cool prize other than the fact that you could be the winner and just feel the amazing achievement of being the winner of our Home Ed Christmas quiz. But when we're doing each round, we're going to be quiet with the Home Ed, with the answers, and then you can share in between each round how many you got right. So we have the candy team ready to play, the candy cane team, Aka, Maya and Tio, Harlow and Havana, George's Jolly Gingerbreads. I love that. The Wild Winters, the Strange Elves. Why are you strange elves? Team Angels, the Essex Snowmen, the Snowball team, the Christmas Squids is Ava's team. We are so excited to play. I'm really excited. I've spent ages thinking of lots and lots of different rounds. So hopefully there's something for everybody, including grown-ups. Ginger Claws, I like that, Rose and Violette. Mum and Zoe are Santa and the Jolly Reindeer. The Christmas Tianas, Candy Cane House, the Crazy Christmas Trees, the Tinsel Tigers, the Clever Crackers. I like that one. The Clever Crackers is a good one. The Santa Snowball team. The Snowflake team. My goodness, we have lots and lots of really cool Christmas names. So there is going to be a variety of different rounds. And our first round is going to be a picture round. So I am going to show you some classic Christmas objects that have been zoomed in on. And you're going to have 20 seconds per picture to guess what they are. So are the Snowy Elves and the Snowflakes and the Santa Snowball team and the Strange Elves and everybody ready? Now, some of them are easy to get us sort of settled into our Christmas quiz. Some of them are a little bit more tricky. But remember, no answers in the chat. So this is round one. What is this item? Reindeer runners, that's a good one. So for each round, there's 5 questions. So round one has 5 pictures. Don't write the answers in the chat. Just don't write the answers in the chat. Just write them on your paper because you're sharing the answers. Okay, right. So that was the first one. Right, this is the second one. Remember, don't write the answers in the chat. Just write them on your paper. Because otherwise you're giving other people the answer. So write them on your paper. And then we'll mark them and share them at the end, the answers. What's this one? Right. Number 3. I think this one's quite tricky. I was talking to Lizzie about this one yesterday. She was also saying she thought it was a bit tricky. Okay, and the next one. Something that I have to say, controversially, I dislike in my house. Whenever we go to shops, my children go, "Can we buy some of this, Mummy?" And I always go, "No, we're not having any of that. The dog will eat it," is usually my excuse. Okay, and the last one. I think's the hardest. I think this one is quite hard. I think I've been a bit mean with this one. Don't you start with it. Shush. Okay, right. Shall we go through our answers? Now we can share in the chat. So our first answer was a Christmas cracker. So if you got Christmas cracker, then you get 1 point. Number 2, the correct answer was a bauble or baubles. So you have that absolutely correct. Number 3 was a bit mean. It's holly. Because when you get to the top of holly, the leaves aren't so spiky because they're only spiky at the bottom where animals can chomp on them, but at the top they're quite smooth. Number 4 is tinsel. On that note with holly, go and look at some because lots of people, it's the most incredible thing. We have a massive holly bush. On a walk we do. If you look at it, it's about sort of my chest height. The leaves change from being really spiky to really smooth. They're only spiky at the bottom where animals could eat them. This is what's banned in my house. It's tinsel. Bah, humbug. I don't like tinsel. I have no idea why. And this is a hard one. I felt a little bit mean, but Father Christmas or Santa Claus. Or a teddy. The last one was really hard, and that's because I thought that the others were a little bit too easy. So how many did you get out of 5? Add them up because we're going to move straight on to round 2. So round 2 is a little bit of a puzzle. So I'm going to give you some questions. And then the answers to those questions will give you, they're all linked, the answers will give you the answer to a very famous Christmas item. Lots of you got 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, got caught out on the holly, did the snowflake fairies. It's probably one of my biggest fun facts. Don't worry, Mima. You can always rewind. So we've got 5 questions. So the answers to questions 1, 2, 3, and 4, all of the answers to those are linked, which will give you the answer to number 5. So question number 1 is, what is the name of a short collection of words that is designed to make somebody laugh? Now, make sure that you don't write the answers in the chat right now. So what is the name of a short collection of words designed to make someone laugh? So there was one on the radio that I was listening to this morning while I was doing breakfast about how much does Santa's sleigh cost? And the answer is nothing, it's on the house. What are those short collections of words called? Question number 2. What did King Charles III get placed on his head during the coronation? So what did they put on his head during the coronation? Number 3. What do we wrap and give to each other at Christmas time? So what do we wrap and give to each other at Christmas time? Some people say this is the best bit about Christmas. For me, it's the food. That's definitely the best bit of Christmas, but for some people, it's the answer to number 3. Question number 4. What is the name of the card game where you have to shout when you match a card with your partner? So it's a card game and you have to shout something when you match a card with your partner. What is that game called? I don't like it. That game makes me jump. I'm sounding a bit bar humbug. Don't like tinsel, don't like that card game. Right, so the answer number 5 is what connects all of the answers together. So look at the answers to number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and hopefully it should give you the answer to number 5 because there's a connection between them all. So I'm going to give you a little bit of thinking time to work it out in your teams. Right, are we ready for the answers? So, the answer to number 1. The name of the short collection of words is a joke. So if we tell somebody a funny thing that makes you laugh, it's a joke. King Charles had a crown placed on his head during the coronation. And then what do we give each other? We give each other a present or a little gift. And number 4 is snap. So what has a joke, a crown, a little present, and has a snap inside? It goes snap. Well, what connects them all? I think Jaden's got it right. What connects them all is a Christmas cracker. So if you've got Christmas cracker, then that is the answer to number 5. So how did you get on with those rounds? So how many did you get? Eleanor's team got all 5. Well done. There's some teams called the Clever Crackers. How did they get on? It looks so easy, but it's actually really hard. Well, there's lots of different rounds, so I'm sure that some of them you might find easier. Ginger Claw's got 5 out of 5. Nala says this is super fun. It's great to have you here. Lucas got all 5. 5 out of 5 for Team Angels. So let's go for round 3. So round 3 is a memory challenge. So I am going to give you 1 minute to look at the picture of the Christmas tree and the surrounding gifts. And then I'm going to give you 5 questions about the picture. Now, I like these sorts of things because it really works on your working memory. So we play lots of memory games at our house because it really helps your working memory. And it's also a bit fun. Now, top tips, try and remember the colours of things and try and remember the numbers of the different things as well. That might give you a little bit of a clue. Okay, so 1 minute to remember everything in this picture. Are we ready? Off we go. Okay, time up. Right, let's go for the questions. So, question number 1. How many large red baubles were on the Christmas tree? How many large red baubles were on the Christmas tree? Now, if you're not sure, have a guess. Do you know what? I'm not that keen on memory games, but someone says I hate memory games, but we do them quite a bit. As I said, there's lots of research out there. So I work with a lot of dyslexic learners, and there's a lot of research out there that says that the more kind of work you do on your memory, the better your working memory becomes. So yeah, I find I'm better the more I do. What colour lights were wrapped around the tree? What colour lights were wrapped around the tree? Question number 3. Did the Christmas tree have a star or an angel on top of it? So did the Christmas tree have a star or an angel on top of it? My Christmas tree at home always has a star. Do you have anything different on top of yours? Some people put lots of really cool stuff. Make sure we don't put answers in the chat just yet. What animal is hiding behind the Christmas tree? Number 4. What animal is hiding behind the Christmas tree? Not sure I saw an animal. I was too busy looking at the stockings on the fire. Which leads us to question 5. How many stockings were there hanging on the fireplace? Eleanor's tree's got a mermaid. I love that. Ours has got a star. I do think that we should have something cooler. My Christmas tree is just here. I'll move it this way. There's my Christmas tree. This has a star on it. I saw the animal. Well done. Right, should we go through the answers then? So there were 7 large baubles on the Christmas tree. The lights were yellow. It had a star on the top of it. Lots of you got this one. There was a cat hiding behind the Christmas tree. Does anybody have a cat that likes their Christmas tree and playing with the baubles? And number 5, there were 4 stockings. So how well did you do on that one? That was a hard round, I think, because you tend to focus, I think, on one thing and then forget the rest. How did you do? 3 out of 5. I think that's really good for somebody who doesn't like memory games. 3 out of 5 for the shiny baubles. Awesome. The clever crackers got 3 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for the candy cane house. 5 out of 5. Finley got 5 out of 5. Ava says we have 2 cats, Tink and Milo, who love eating the tree. Wow. Wild Winter's love memory games. They got 5 out of 5. 4 for the strange elves. I have 3 cats and 1 is sniffing the tree right now. 2 out of 5. Well done, you guys. 4 out of 5 for the candy canes. 2 out of 5 for Wonky Cottage. My dogs have ignored the Christmas tree, which is very good. But when I had cats, they were a nightmare. 4 out of 5 for the Snowball team. George's Jolly Gingerbread's 5 out of 5. Santa's Snowball team got them all well done. 2 out of 5. Awesome. Right, I think we're pretty much ready for round 5. Now, who likes singing? Candy Cane's got 4 out of 5. Well done. Who likes singing Christmas songs? We try and hold off until December before we sing any Christmas songs. But I'm going to give you some Christmas songs, and you have to work out what the next line is. Hello to Walter, Maddie and Cleo. They're nice cat names. Right, so question number 1. So you need to write me down the next line of the song. So the first one is, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Du, 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 du. So what's the next line? If you find it difficult to write down, you can get a grown-up to help you. I do sing Christmas songs, but not till the 1st of December. I'm not a fan of starting in November. I'm sure there's some grown-ups that agree with me. Okay, so what's the next line? Oh, Christmas tree, la, 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 la. 2 out of 5 on the Christmas puddings. Well done. Santa's helpers, 2 out of 5. Keep going. Rose says this one will be hard. Will be with my singing. Right, question number 2. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring. La, 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 la. Make sure you don't write the answers in the chat. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring. La, 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 la. Jenny says this is my chance to know more answers than the kids. Go on, Jenny, do it for the team. Make sure you give Mummy a pat on the back, Nala. Right, question 3. My beard is back, there's soot in my stack, my nose is tickling too. When Santa got stuck up the chimney. My beard is black, there's soot in my sack, my nose is tickling too. When Santa got stuck up the chimney. What's that one? Some of you went to preschool, that was quite a popular one. Right, number 4. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, du, 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 du. What's that one? Sure, you must know this one. We sing this lots. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, do, 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 do. Have you never heard of number 3? Think of something that rhymes with 2. Right, number 5. Deck the halls with You will have heard of number 4. It's because you're taking like a little sentence, like a little bit out of it. Number 4 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You must have heard of that song. I'm sure you have. Deck the halls with Right, let's go through them. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. So that's number 1. Question number 2. Over the fields we go, laughing all. Got the tooth on. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Well done. If you got that one right. Right, it's when Santa got stuck up the chimney. When Santa got stuck up the chimney, he began to shout. That's number 3. And it's, my beard is black, there's soot in my stack, my nose is tickling too. When Santa got stuck up the chimney, achoo, achoo, achoo. So that's quite a popular one. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright. And if you've got the last bit, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? But you just need the Rudolph with your nose so bright. That's for that. I can't remember who hasn't had number 4. Number 4 starts, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. I'm sure you've heard of number 4. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. I don't know what's very funny. It's not the answer to number 3 though. Might make an interesting song. So, how many did you get out of 5? 5 out of 5. My goodness, lots of people know. Lots and lots and lots. Johnny Gingerbread's got 5 out of 5. Snowball Team got 3 out of 5. Fa la 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 la. 1 out of 5. Keep going. Emmaus Candy Cane's got 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for the Christmas Angels. Christmas Crackers got 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Candy Cane House got 5 out of 5. Finley got 5 out of 5. Well done. 5 out of 5 for the Christmas Puddings. 2 out of 5 for the Shiny Baubles. Well done. Amazing. Right, now in this round, don't worry, Maya and Tio. 2 is great. The Wild Winters got 2. They didn't want Mummy to help. Oh, okay. That sounds fine. How many did Mummy get, though? Did Mummy get 5? 4 out of 5. The Tinsel Turner's got 1 out of 5. Don't worry. Now we're going to work out the films from this one. So this is Christmas films. But I've just got some symbols. So I've got the colour green, a broken heart, a person, a present, a dog, which is quite important in this film. This film is also a book, by the way. And then sort of a happy ever after heart at the end. It's a very popular, it's everywhere at the minute. Green is the big one. So it's a Christmas film. It's also a Christmas book. Green is definitely the theme. It's somebody that's got a bit of a broken heart and is very grumpy. There's a present there. There's a dog. The dog's quite, I can't remember what the dog's called. The dog's quite a big part of it. And then there's kind of a happy ever after at the end. And I defy you to go in one of the discount shops out there without seeing an entire aisle full of stuff to do with this film. Right, question number 2 is a polar bear and a train. So what film is this one? A polar bear and a train. I have to say, I would really like to like this film, but the animation of this film particularly freaks me out, and I don't know why. I just don't like the animation on it. But yeah, it's got a polar bear and a train. So what film is that one? And number 3, we have got sort of a sort of a person in green and a present from Father Christmas. And this is my favourite Christmas film ever. Right. So it's somebody that wears a lot of green, a present, and then Father Christmas. Right, number 4. It's got some sort of book and music, and then a top hat, and then some ghosts. This is also a book. The Jim Carrey version of this particular film was voted the best Christmas film ever, according to the radio last week. I've never seen it, mind. I like the Muppet version, definitely. And number 5 has got some birds, 2 birds, and then 2 colour reds, and a star. Oh. Right. Shall we go through them? So the answer to number 1 was the Grinch. It seems to be everywhere this Christmas. The green was the colour that gave it away. So number 3 is definitely the Grinch. Number 2 was the Polar Express. I would love the Polar Express, but I don't like the animation. But it's a nice story. Number 3 is Elf. I love Elf. It is an amazing film. It's my favourite film of all time for Christmas. Number 4 is A Christmas Carol. And number 5, somebody's got it on the chat. It was Robin Robin. So well done if you got Robin Robin. So how many did we get right? Imani, it's not Ghostbusters, it's A Christmas Carol. I don't know actually anybody that if you've ever seen the Jim Carrey version, but apparently it's the best Christmas film ever. But I like A Muppets Christmas Carol because who doesn't like Kermit and Miss Piggy? So well done if you got Robin Robin. 2 out of 5 for Ginger Claus. Finney says 5 out of 5. 3 out of 5. The Tinsel Turners are 4 out of 5. Christmas Tiana's got 4. Well done. Right, now we're halfway there. This is our optional round. So if you want to grab yourself a biscuit or a drink, or you just want to get up and have a bit of a shake, this is our halftime fun. This is our optional round. So it's not going to add any points to your score, but you're going to have 2 minutes to find one item in your house which starts with each letter of the word Christmas. So you need to go on a little scavenger hunt. Find me something in your house that begins with C. Lots of people have got cats nearby. That might be a good one. Something that begins with H. Something that begins with R. Something that begins with I. And so on. Because this is not going to help with the points. You don't have to do it if you just want to pop to the toilet for a wee or grab yourself a snack or a drink. If you're grown up, so that's okay. But you're going to have 2 minutes to find one item in your house which starts with each letter of the word Christmas. Are we ready? Hopefully it's going to start. Right, off we go. 2 minutes. You can put in the chat what you found for each of these. You don't have to pick them up. You could just go on an I Spy. Christmas tree begins with a C. Absolutely. Cookies. Right, you've had 1 minute. You're halfway there. What about H? What could you find for H? Hot drink. That's a good one. One for R. Oh, you've got a radiator. You can't actually pick up the radiator, but you could have a radiator for R. A red nose. You've got a Rudolph with a red nose. A ribbon. That's a good one. Oh, we're nearly up. What about 10 seconds? Chocolate advent calendar. That's a good one. We're nearly up. Oh, what about I? Oh, that's a hard one. Does anyone get anything for I? Right, our time's up. A reindeer teddy bear. I is hard. Ice. You could have got some ice. C for cookie, H for Hamlet book, R for rack, I for ink, S for Steve, T for tap, M for money, A for apple, S for Santa's teddy, an ink pen, a cat, a fake one, a hat, a rubber, an ink, some sweets, some tea, money, apple, socks, ice cream. Yes. Is it too early for ice cream? Minnie Mouse, a teddy bear, a Rudolph, sweets, an igloo. Do you have an igloo at home? That's pretty cool if you do. A ribbon, icing, a monkey, a candle, some honey, your mum, your advent calendar, a snowflake. Wow, we've got lots. Yeah, M could be for myself. That's a good one. A candle. We've got some awesome ideas. Well done. Something that's hot. Amazing. Right, so we've had a bit of a Your dog's called Arthur Roo, our dog. That's cool. So we've had a bit of a kind of get up and sort of move around and run off our beans, because we're now going to move on to number 6. Now, number 6 is going to be, I'm going to give you some Christmas questions about a cushion. That's a good one. Well done. I'm going to give you a question, and it's to do with a foreign language, and you're going to put your language skills to the test. But to learn about Christmas in different languages. But I have got multiple choice, so do not panic if you think that this is going to be too hard, because you're going to have some multiple choices. So the first one is, what is Father Christmas called in Poland? Is he called Père Noël? Is he called Święty Mikołaj or Der Weihnachtsmann? Now, if you're from Germany, or you are from France, or you're from Poland, I do apologise for my dreadful pronunciation. So what is Father Christmas called in Poland? So Père Noël, Święty Mikołaj, or Der Weihnachtsmann? If you've got no idea, have a guess. Right, question number 2. Hang on. I've already given you question. Question number 2. In France, what is a sapin de Noël? In France, what is a sapin de Noël? Is it a Christmas tree? Don't put your answers in the chat, please. Is it a cracker, or is it a bauble? A sapin de Noël. Christmas tree, a cracker, or a bauble? Right, if you were in Spain and you were given a regalo, what would you receive? So if you were in Spain and you were given a regalo, what would you receive? Would you receive a handshake? Would you receive a gift? Or would you receive a sweetie? So what would you get if you were in Spain and you were given a regalo? Number 4. How would you wish someone from Italy a Merry Christmas? So how would you wish somebody from Italy a Merry Christmas? So would you say Feliz Navidad? Would you say Merry Christmas? Or would you say Buon Natale? So would you say Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, or Buon Natale? Don't worry for guessing, that's absolutely fine. And this is a really interesting one. Which language has the longest word for angel? So if you wrote angel in English, Spanish and Swedish, and you counted up how many letters it made, the word, which language would have the longest word for angel? Is it the longest word in English? Is it the longest word in Spanish? Is it the longest word in Swedish? Or do you think that they're all exactly the same? So which language has the longest word for angel? Right, so question number 1, the answer was Święty Mikołaj. Is number 2, what Father Christmas is called in Poland. In France, a sapin de Noël is a Christmas tree. So number 1. If you were given a regalo in Spain, you would be given a gift, which was number 2. How would you wish someone from Italy a Merry Christmas? Buon Natale is how you would do that. Number 3. And the language with the longest word for angel, they're actually all the same. So the answer to number 5 was 4, all the same. How did you get on with that? So it was 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how did we get on? Was there lots of guessing, or were you language pros? George's Jolly Gingerbread's got 5 out of 5 again. Clever Crackers, 2 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for the Shiny Baubles. The Candy Cane House got 2 out of 5. 2 for the Wild Winters. Well done. The Snowball Team got 4 out of 5. The Tinsel Turners got 5 out of 5. 3 out of 5 for the Snowflakes. Lots of guessing, don't worry. 4 out of 5 for the Christmas Puddings. And Evie is learning Spanish. 1 out of 5. Don't worry, you're doing awesome. Now, this one is, how much do you know about the nativity story? 5 out of 5 is from Ginger Claus. Well done. So, the first question is, which angel visited Mary? So, was it Angelica, Gabriel, Noel, or Harmony? So which angel visited Mary in the nativity story? Was it A, Angelica, B, Gabriel, C, Noel, or D, Harmony? The X and L's got 1 out of 5. Santa's Helpers got 2 out of 5. Snowy Elves were 5 out of 5. The Tinsel Tigers were 5 out of 5. Somebody said it was too hard. It is too hard. Make sure we don't write the answers in the chat for the next round. Right. What was Joseph's occupation? So was he a butcher? Was he a baker? Was he a carpenter? Or was he a tax collector? So was he a butcher, a baker, a carpenter, or a tax collector? So A, butcher, B, baker, C, carpenter, D, tax collector. Now, the next one. How many gifts were brought to Jesus by the wise men? Did they bring Jesus 5 gifts, 4 gifts, 2 gifts, or 3 gifts? Now, if we're going to be really particular in the story, actually, there isn't a mention of a number of gifts. I listened to a really interesting podcast last year about Christmas traditions. But in the story, we do kind of now say that there were a particular number of gifts. How many? It actually doesn't say in the original writings of the story. Right, the next one. What was not a gift from the 3 wise men? So did they not give gold? Did they not give frankincense? Did they not give chocolate? Or did they not give myrrh? So which one did they not give to the baby Jesus? So A, gold, B, frankincense, C, chocolate, or D, myrrh? I love the smell of frankincense. Right. Question number 5. Where was Jesus born? So in Nazareth, in Egypt, in Bethlehem, or in Sheffield, which is the headquarters of Twinkl. Where was Jesus born? Right. So let's go through the answers. The angel Gabriel visited Mary. Give yourself a point if you got that one right. Joseph's occupation was a carpenter. They brought 3 gifts in the story. They didn't bring him chocolate, although I do think Jesus would have liked it if he had had chocolate. And he was born in Bethlehem. So that is 5 for round 7. So how many did you get right? How many did we get right? So 5 out of 5 for the Shiny Baubles and the Ginger Clauses. Lots of you got 5, 4 out of 5 for the Wild Winters. Mummy got 4 out of 5 for the Candy Team. 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Lots of 5s out of 5s. Snowy Elves got 5 out of 5. The Christmas Squids got 4 out of 5. Well done. Now, this is a trickier one because this round, round 8, the Silly Hat Gnomes got 5 out of 5. Well done. George's Jolly Gingerbreads, 5 out of 5. The Christmas Puddings, 5 out of 5. The Excellent Elves, 5 out of 5. And Maya Candy Cane, 5 out of 5. The Clever Crackers got 4 out of 5. Well done. Now, this is a harder one. This might be where some of you start to break away with the points and some of you find it a bit tricky. I'm going to play some sounds, some Christmassy sorts of sounds, and you need to work out what you think they are. Okay. Now, remember, we don't want any answers in the chat. Okay, so this is sound number 1. What sound can you hear? Okay, so what do you think that was a sound of? So these are all Christmas related. Make sure you don't write the answers in this chat, remember though. Right, question number 2. What's this sound? Okay, so what do we think that's? What sound do we think that is? We have a lot of that sound in our house. Right, question number 3. What's this sound? That's more of a tricky one. Right, question number 4. What sound is this one? And just in case you're thinking you're not very good at this round, question number 5, which I think is a bit easier. What's this sound? Okay, so shall we go through the sounds? What do we think the sounds were? So I think lots of you got the first one. The first one was walking in the snow. So if you've got snow or walking in the snow, then that's a point. Number 2 is eating Christmas snacks. So if you've got some sort of eating of snack-related Christmas items, it sounded like crisps to me, but yeah, eating some sort of snacks. Number 3 was playing a board game. So you could hear sort of the tapping of the board and the sort of moving of the pieces. So number 3 was playing a board game. Number 4 was opening presents. Lots of that noise on Christmas Day, I'm sure. And then number 5 is sleigh bells. So Christmas bells or sleigh bells. How many did you get with that one? So yeah, lots and lots of good answers here. But yes, sleigh bells, I think was the easiest. Candy Team got 4 out of 5. Excellent Elves got 3 out of 5. Amazing. The Wild Winters got 4. The board games was hard. Candy Cane House 4 out of 5. I don't know if any of you watch TV, but on I think it was Saturday night they had a program called You Bet, and there was a couple on there that could identify a board game, any board game, by shaking the box, which is just incredible. Totally random. So yeah, that it's a very odd sound playing a board game. 4 out of 5 from Finley. The Christmas Squids got 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for George's Jolly Rain Gingerbreads. 4 for Christmas Tianas. 4 for the Christmas Puddings. The Snowballs got 5. 4 for Santa's Helpers. My goodness. Now, we're going to do another sort of singing round. It's Christmas carols. So, slightly different, but they're all Christmas carols. What Christmas carol demands figgy pudding? Okay, so there's Little Donkey, which goes, little donkey, little donkey. There's Jingle Bells. There is We Wish You a Merry Christmas, or Silent Night. So these are more traditional. So I don't think this is a carol. This is more of a traditional song. But where does it say, bring us some figgy pudding now, bring us some figgy pudding? Which of the Christmas carol or traditional song does there demand for figgy pudding? Which I think is just an alternative type of Christmas pudding. Next one. On the first day of Christmas, what does the true love get as a gift? So, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Is it 5 gold rings, a partridge in a pear tree, 8 maids a milking, or 4 calling birds? So, in the traditional song on the first day of Christmas, what does true love get as a gift on the first day? Right, the next one, Silent Night. So it goes, Silent Night. Du, 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 du. What's the next word? Is it Christmas night, quiet night, baby sleep, or holy night? Number 4, Away in a Manger. So it starts, away in a manger, no cloth for a duvet, or no food for some soup, the stars in the sky, no crib for a bed. And the last one, in the song Little Donkey, what is the donkey walking on? So this is one that I don't know very well, but it starts, little donkey, little donkey. Is the donkey on a muddy road? Is the donkey in a green field? Is the donkey on a dusty road? Or is the donkey in a sawdust barn? Right, so which Christmas carol or traditional song demands figgy pudding? It's We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So it goes, so bring us some figgy pudding, so bring us some figgy pudding, so bring us some figgy pudding, we want some right now. The first day of Christmas is a partridge in a pear tree. It goes, silent night, night. Away in a manger is definitely no crib for a bed. And number 5 is the little donkey on a dusty road. So he's walking on a dusty road because it's the donkey that's carrying Mary. So he's walking on a dusty road. So how did you get that? How well did you get on with that? We're now at our final round. So our final round is just 5 more questions. And that's going to be just lots of general knowledge questions all about Christmas. Well done to the Christmas puddings and the ginger clauses, the candy team, the excellent elves, the shiny baubles, the Christmas squids, the wild winters, the snowball fairies, the Christmas angels, the Essex snowmen. Well done, you got 5 out of 5. The tinsel turners, the Christmas tianas, the clever crackers. There's loads of you know amazing amounts about your traditional Christmas songs and Christmas carols. Now this last round is just general knowledge. So the first question is, where do we get this idea of having a Christmas tree? Where does this idea originate from? Does it originate from England? Does it originate from Russia? Does it originate from Germany? Or does it originate from Africa? A country in Africa. So where does it originate from, this idea of getting a tree? It's quite an odd tradition, I think. Let's get a tree. Let's put some sparkly things on it and some lights. But where does it come from? Remember, don't pop your answers in the chat. Number 2, who supposedly invented the Christmas cracker? Was it Tom Smith, John Smith, Jacob Edwards, or Edward White? So who invented the Christmas cracker? Do you have Christmas crackers? I quite like Christmas crackers. Right. The next one. Which pie do we traditionally eat at Christmas? Is it a cheese pie, a mince pie, an apple pie, or a cherry pie? This is one of my favourite things about Christmas. I eat far too many of them. Although I don't think I'd like it so much, even though I love cheese, if it was a cheese pie. Question number 4. At Christmas, it is traditional to kiss under a sprig of which plant? Is it mistletoe, holly, nettle, or a poinsettia? Now, you can see this often. If you drive around, you've got quite a few trees around you. You can often see this because where trees have lost their leaves, you can often see this plant, actually. There's lots of it around here in like a big ball inside the tree branches of trees that have lost their leaves. Make sure we don't pop our answers in the chat, please. Okay, and number 5. What is Santa's saint name? Is he called Saint Santa Claus, Saint Snow, Saint Bethlehem, or Saint Nick, or Saint Nicholas? So let's go through the answers. So the Christmas tree tradition, I have read about it before, but I can't remember it. But it is a strange tradition, I always think. But it comes from Germany. So that's where the Christmas tree tradition originates from. Tom Smith reportedly invented the Christmas cracker. I'm always very nervous when he'd say that's exactly who it was, because some people say, oh, no, so-and-so was doing it as well. It's a mince pie that's traditional to eat at Christmas. Do you like mince pies? I love mince pies. It's traditional to kiss under a sprig of mistletoe. So you often, as I said, go and look when you go out. If you see balls of stuff inside, like the branches of a tree that's lost its leaves, it's often mistletoe. And Santa's name is Saint Nicholas. So you need to count all your answers up. So we have had 10 rounds of 5 questions each. which basically means that we're on exactly on the hour slot. So well done if you stayed for the whole hour for this mammoth quiz. But you need to work out how many did you get out of 50. The Snowflake Fairies ended on 5 out of 5 with no help from Mum. Well done. So how many did you get out of 50? So let's have a drum roll for the first people. If you got between 0 and 10, then you got a great effort. So well done. If you got between 0 and 10, you made a great effort. If you got between 11 and 26, then you are a snowy snowman. You're a super snowman. So well done if you were between 11 and 26, because you are super snowmen. And if you got between 27 and 39, which Eleanor's team did, you are best friends with Rudolph. Rudolph would be proud. You slayed it. So well done. And if you got between 40 and 50, then you basically must be Father Christmas in disguise, because you are definitely Christmas pros if you got between 40 and 50. But oh, well done. Give yourself a big clap. Give yourself a big pat on the back for an epic Home Ed Christmas quiz. I have absolutely loved being with you for this hour and having lots of fun. There are lots and lots of Christmas games over on the Twinkl website, including this one, which I don't know if it's on there. I don't think it is, but basically Learn and Go. There is one on there where you have to jump the sleigh over some chimney pots, and I was playing it yesterday when I should have been working, and it was really hard. But yeah, you have to keep jumping. And the chimney pots are sometimes really high, so you have to do a big jump, and sometimes they're really close together. But yeah, it's the Learn and Go section of the website. So do go check it out. There's also some cool things about how to draw a reindeer, and also all sorts. And on Friday, I will be back at 9:30 for some more Christmas fun. We're going to be playing more Christmas games, and we're also going to be reading Cookie's Christmas Invention, which I really like as a story. And we're going to be thinking about designing and coming up with our own wild inventions for lots of Christmas jobs that we often have to do in the house. So please join me on Friday for more fun games and a story, Cookie's Christmas Invention. So I will see some of you, I think, hopefully on Friday at 9:30. Do go and check out Learn and Go if you fancy some more Christmas games. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see some of you on Friday. And if I don't, have a very, very happy Christmas. I'll see you soon.